the pedestrian goes under the wheels. It's Mustang time, baby, and I wanna win. Shifting gears, chasing glory down the final bend. Feel the heat burning rubber on the track. Adrenaline ignites when rubber meets tarmac. Every lap's a battle, it's faster with the flame. Crown me champion, remember my name.
Welcome, Diecast fans. I'm Tom Spanners Watson.
And I'm Frank the Euro Gibbs.
And welcome to round 2 of the Poor Justice Mustang Memorial.
That's right. If it's first time to this channel, or particularly this series, this whole series is designed to raise money for Poor Justice, a fantastic charity in New Zealand. More about them later, but for now, let's have a look at who's racing.
Right, leading us off for group number 1 tonight, we've got the number 59 that is driven by Sparky Racer, and he weighed in at 46 grams.
Then there's Yuno Matsuki driving the number 2, and he weighed in at 47 grams. And the way he's leaning forward in the car, you can tell he is absolutely rearing to get out on the track.
And next up, a Diecast regular. All you regular viewers will recognise the name Ra Sun God, driving the number 79, weighing in at 49 grams.
And then the last driver tonight is Gray, driving the number 8 Mustang, which weighed in at 49 grams. And I think most of that was probably in that dude's head.
What are you on about?
I mean, just look at the size of the guy's head. It's massive.
Okay, can we not body shame people?
I'm not body shaming him, mate. I'm just saying his head's so massive, it's kind of squished his whole body.
Perhaps we could just focus on the racing. Ra Sun God just gets ahead of Sparky Racer. They tangle up slightly, but manage to keep going. And it is a tight group into the forestry section. Ra Sun God going to head up Magnus Mountain first. He keeps it clean. It looks like Yuno Matsuki's had some problems. And Sparky is chasing down Ra Sun God. He's going to have to work hard if he's going to catch him. Oh, I'm not sure what happened to Sparky Racer there, but Ra Sun God takes the win, and that's Gray. Gray has somehow got around Sparky Racer, who blew it, and Yuno Matsuki parked up there.
Both Ra and Sparky pretty lucky there that they managed to keep it under control. And you see Ra come through, Sparky comes through, and he clips a bit of the foliage there, knocks that flying. And I don't know if something got stuck in his tyres, but he ends up with a goose egg, not what he wanted on that race.
No, and not a great start for Yuno Matsuki either, but he is now starting in lane number 1 as they get underway, and it's the Gray leading them out. Yuno Matsuki's going to hit State Highway 1 first, but Gray feeds it to Jandal and just slips ahead of him as they hit the forestry section, and 3 drivers nose to tail. I'm not quite sure what happened to Ra Sun God there. Gray goes up the mountain first. Sparky Racer looks like he's trying to catch Gray, but I'm not sure that he's got it in him. Oh, he's going to have a crack up the outside. He can't quite do it, and he is all over the inside and outside of the Gray, but he cannot get past.
If we just go back to the start camera here, you'll see Ra Sun God just landed on that sidewall, and that was enough to flip him over. But what a fantastic drive here from Yuno Matsuki, and an even better defensive drive from Gray. That was just insane. I really thought Matsuki had him there, but a great bit of driving overall.
And Gray now leading the way on 10 points, Ra Sun God on 6, and Yuno Matsuki now in 3rd. And Sparky really better rattle his daggers if he wants to stay in this one. And he's leading them just ahead of Yuno Matsuki, but it looks like they might have tangled up. Ra Sun God now out with a monster lead over everybody else. It looks like Gray might just be in the background there. He is going to have to really push if he wants to catch up to Ra here. Ra nice and smooth up Magnus Mountain. All he has to do is make it to the finish line, although a few of these drivers have had problems in this section. He makes it, whoa, he spins around in that last corner. I don't know if he was showing off or if that's just something about Mustangs, and it must be because Gray is now parked up in front of the spectators and they are loving it. And unfortunately, Sparky Racer over on his roof, and he held up Yuno Matsuki. So now it's Ra Sun God and Gray with a solid lead over the other two.
Yeah, the pressure's really on for Matsuki and Sparky there.
And again with the jinx there, Frank, as Sparky goes down. Yuno Matsuki now moving into the lead. Gray bouncing around. I think we've lost Ra Sun God again somehow. He's either first or last apparently. But in comes Yuno Matsuki, leads up Magnus Mountain. He needs maximum points if he wants to stay in this race. And he is looking good so far. Not sure what's happened to Gray, but Matsuki keeping his head about him nice and clean through that last corner, and he will take the win and maximum points. And Gray has stalled out as well. And there's Ra Sun God spun around in the lanes facing the wrong way. Don't even know how he managed to do that. And of course, Sparky went down in the jump.
That's the second driver tonight to have problems with that jump, just clipping the inside barrier. But look at Ra Sun God there. He spun off track and just clipped the helicopter, with Matsuki taking solid points in that one. We've now got a draw between him him and Gray, and they need to race off for second place.
So it's all on the line for both of these drivers. Maximum pressure and maximum effort required. Yuno Matsuki with the lead. Gray with an overtake. Matsuki makes a huge mistake down State Highway 1, and now he brake checks. Yuno Matsuki, that is a dirty play, trying to take out Matsuki there. Is he going to pay through the switcher? No, Matsuki not close enough at this stage. Gray just needs to keep it together, but he's slowing down. He's brake checking him again. Here comes Matsuki. Matsuki pushes through, and he takes the win. What a drive.
What a phenomenal race. I can't believe the lead changed like that. You see, Matsuki tried to close the door on Gray, but Gray saw it coming early, ducked around the outside, and then he was just playing dirty there, trying to brake check Yuno Matsuki, and boy did he pay the price. He thought he had him defended in this final section, but look at this drive from Matsuki. Gray just got a bit of a bad bounce. He went sideways, thought he could close off the track, but Matsuki put his foot to the floor, gave it the beans, and took the win beautifully.
So, a fantastic way to round out Group 1. Congratulations, Ra Sungod and Yuno Matsuki. You're moving through to the next round.
Lick my bowls, oh so warm, comfort in every storm. Come on down and lick my bowls, where every spoon brings cheer. Hearty soup and smiling faces, warm and far and near. Stay cozy in your home, we'll deliver warmth straight into your soul. Lick my bowls, feel the warmth, filling heart and soul. At our place or yours, we make comfort our goal. Soup so cozy, flavors bold. Order online or come on down to lick my bowls.
So some excellent driving action in Group number 1. Let's see how Group number 2 do. First up, we've got the number 92 driven by Fat Al, and he weighed in at 50 grams.
Then, driving the number 42, the answer to life, the universe and everything, it's Spodey Odi, and he weighed in at a very reasonable 47 grams.
In the number 357, it's Foxicorn. He weighed in at 50 grams.
I mean, corn is delicious, no doubt, but I'm not sure that it can be foxy.
You're an idiot.
And finally, the big 00 is driven by Meow Max, looking fine, in the Hell Kitty, and that weighed in at 45 grams.
Yeah, Hell Kitty definitely looking fine, and those eagle-eyed viewers of this track will remember Meow Max from the opening rally event. Oh, it looks like a couple of cars have spun backwards, and it's the 92 out in front of Fat Al, then the Spodey Odi and the 357 of Foxicorn, and it looks like we've lost Max, but Fat Al up the mountain first, and both the other drivers squeeze through the switcher together. That's getting cozy.
A little too cozy, maybe.
But Fat Al leads them down to the finish line, followed by Spodey Odi, and in goes Foxicorn.
It's very nice to see 3 drivers finish, and you see Meow Max there bounced up on the side, as did Foxicorn, but unfortunately Meow Max wasn't able to keep going. But how about this? Foxicorn and Spodey Odi just wedging themselves through the switcher there. I'm not quite sure how they managed to pull that one off.
So a great start for Fat Al, 6 points. He leads the way. Spodey Odi on 4, Foxicorn on 2, and Meow Max still to score. As we get underway for race number 2, Meow Max out with the lead this time. And Spodey Odi goes over at the start of State Highway 1. Meow Max moves into the lead, into the forestry section. He is being chased by Foxicorn there, and I'm not sure what's happened to Fat Al, but Meow Max up the hill, nice and smooth. Foxicorn on the 357 is chasing him down as they head into the final corner, and Meow Max is going to take the win. Nice job there. And Fat Al pushing hard against Foxicorn, but couldn't quite get past, and then we've got Spodey Odi flipped over.
This was actually really impressive to flip there. He was just motoring with so much inertia, he couldn't quite handle the jandle as he took that change of direction.
Yeah, he's the first driver to speed roll into that corner, but great drive there from Meow Max to get past Foxicorn, get some solid points on the board, and it's actually really close overall.
Yeah, with 2 races to go, it's very much anybody's race at this point.
And Max bouncing sideways there, but keeps it under control. Whoa, and a huge big flip there from Foxicorn, and the whole field comes to a screeching halt there. What happened?
Clearly, Foxicorn didn't want to be outdone by Spodey Odi. Look at that flip. That was a really tricky manoeuvre, but it does mean that we need to restart the race again.
So race number 3 gets underway for the second time, and Meow Max blows it on the jump this time. That is disappointing for him. And Foxicorn out in the lead, getting chased down by Fat Al. Spodey Odi in 3rd place. And Foxycorn opening up a little bit of a lead through the forestry section, nice and smooth up Magnus Mountain. The other two make it up as well. All he has to do now is not drive with a lead foot and he should be all good. Oh no, but he's gone sideways. Fat Al pushes on by, Foxycorn gets going again, and Spodey Odie is out.
That crowd down by the Dyna corner is absolutely loving the action right there, and I think the drivers are showing off. It's a little bit like when they leave a swap meet and they just go sideways and plow either into the crowd or spin around and hit a lamppost or something.
Yeah, that does seem to happen with a disproportionate number of Mustang drivers in the real world. But well done, Fat Al. Great drive there. Moves into a big lead, 14 points, and one of the highest scores we've seen so far, and there's still a race to go. Meow Max now starting in lane number 1. He gets sideways but keeps it together. Spodey Odie now leads him onto the state highway. Fat Al in second place. Meow Max, I think it is, in third place, and I'm not quite sure what's happened to Foxycorn, but Spodey Odie looking good so far. Can he keep it together, or is he going to blow it towards the end here? Oh, he does. He goes sideways. Here comes Fat Al. He just muscles right on by him. Fat Al with a phenomenal drive. That is his third win tonight. But Spodey Odie really cooked it on that final turn. Foxycorn's up on the side of the track, and Meow Max is wedged in tuck and roll corner. How did that happen?
Well, you certainly don't see that very often, but Meow Max just comes up the hill and then very gently rolls onto his side and slams himself into the corner. You see Spodey Odie go through, then Fat Al, and you just see Meow Max wedge himself into tuck and roll corner, but old Spodey Odie just way too heavy on the gas, way too early, typical Mustang driver, and then Fat Al made the most of that. He's obviously got some actual race training, and he takes the win and takes the highest score so far in the competition with 20 points. And well done, Foxycorn, you're also moving on to the next round.
So plenty of action again tonight, and this is all in aid of Poor Justice. Poor Justice does amazing things for animal protection in New Zealand. That's why we're more than happy to support them, and all of the proceeds from the Mustang Memorial Tournament will be going towards them. And if you'd like to make a donation to Poor Justice, there is a link in the description. But just watching this video and sharing it with your friends is helping us raise ad revenue that we'll be donating to them. Alright, that's enough from us tonight. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Tom Spanners Watson. He's Frank the Guru Gibbs. We'll see you next time.
Engines roar, tires squeal, another pedestrian goes under the wheels. It's Mustang time, baby, and I wanna win. Shifting gears, chasing glory down the final bend. Feel the heat burning rubber on the track. Adrenaline ignites when Bubba meets tarmac.